Hello, I am Alexis Delatte from Acquisition France. Welcome to this screencast where I will show you my latest development, my latest open source development on Odoo. It's about the import of PDF invoices as vendor bills in Odoo. So, as you may know, the OCA project which handles electronic invoicing is called EDI. So on github.com/OCA/EDIs, you will find all the open source OCA modules around electronic invoicing, and we have a set of 4 modules to handle the import of electronic invoices Odoo. We have account invoice import, which is a generic module which is format independent. And then we have 3 format specific modules. Account invoice import Facturix, which handles the Facturix format. Facturix invoice is a PDF invoice with an embedded XML file, which describe the invoice in a structured way. We have account invoice import UBL Universal Business Language, which is an XML standard that again describes the invoice in a structured way. So with that module, you can import a UBL invoice as XML or as PDF with an embedded UBL file. And then we have this module account invoice import invoice to data, which adds support for what I would call a simple PDF file, a regular PDF file, so a PDF file without any embedded XML file. This module has been around since version 8. Yeah, I developed it for Odoo version 8. And the big drawback of that module is that in order to support a new vendor, you have to develop a template file. And this template file, here is an example of a template file. It's, as you can see, it's a bit technical. I mean, here you have some very strange notations, not easy to understand. It's, we call it a regular expression. So that's something for a developer. So in order to add a new vendor, you have to call a developer to help you set up this file, and then you will be able to import its invoice in Odoo. That's really the main drawback of that modules. So I started the development of a new module. I called it Account Invoice Import Simple PDF, and with that module, it supports the simple regular PDF without any embedded XML file, but no need for a developer to add support for a new vendor. You can configure a new vendor easily and in Odoo. An accountant can do it. It's pretty easy and pretty fast to configure. So let me show you how it works. So in this screencast, I will show you how we will configure this vendor on card, and this so that we should be able to import this invoice. How does it work? It's pretty similar to the invoice to data module. First step is raw text extraction from the PDF. So it's kind of a copy paste of all the text of the PDF. So if your PDF only contains an image, it won't work. I mean, if you scan a paper invoice, and then you would have only an image in the PDF, so the module won't work. You need an invoice that you got directly from the supplier, where a PDF, that file that you got directly from your supplier, and that way it would contain text inside the PDF. Second step, it will identify the partner. So the most common way is to use the VAT number. If it finds the VAT number in the raw text extraction, it will match with a particular partner. Then last step, it will extract the minimum set of information required to create a vendor in Odoo. So the invoice date, the total without tax, total with tax. Can also import some additional fields such as the invoice number, also the due date. Here it's a subscription, so you have a start date and date. We can also extract that. So we'll try to extract all this information. Let's see how it works in Odoo. So here I have and Odoo version 14. The module account invoice import simple PDF is installed. Let's see how to use it. So I go to vendors. Let's create my new vendor. Okay. So Mooncard. I will copy paste the VAT number here. Language French. This is an invoice in French. And here in this tab, vendor bill import, you have to set the account invoice import configuration. In fact, this is something which is, if you've already used the account invoice import module, you know that. If you're not familiar, I will speak a few words about it. You have the method for invoice line. As is a simple PDF, you have no structured data. You can only access the single line method, so single line no product, for example. Then in this case, you have to tell Odoo the expense the expense account. You have to select a tax. You can force the descriptions. So monthly payment card subscription. Okay, great. So now I have one invoice import configuration. Then let's start the configuration which is specific to my new module. Remember, after the raw text extraction, the first step is to identify the partner. So the default method is that if he finds the VAT number in the raw text of the invoice, he will match the partner. No problem if you have spaces or stuff like that in the VAT number, because he will match after removing all the spaces in the raw text. So here it should work. But in case you don't have the VAT number in the text of the invoice, you may want to use the second possible method, is using keywords. So here you can, for example, imagine there was no VAT number. You would say, okay, if I find Moon Group SAS in my invoice, in the raw text of my invoice, it should match. If you want to have several keywords, you separate with a pipe. For example, if I find those two words in my the raw text of my invoice, it will be this partner. Okay, so you can put as many keywords as you want. You separate them with pipe. Then second parameter, page analysis. For example, if I receive a phone bill with the details of all the communications, it's several pages. But the relevant information to create the vendor bill in Odoo is all on the first page. Then the second, third pages, it's the details of my communication. So in this case, it would make sense to say, hey, only analyze the first page. But here I want to analyze, well, here it's a single page PDF, so it doesn't make any difference. Then the invoice currency, you have to tell him the currency of the invoice you import for that vendor in Odoo. But here it's the same as the company currency, so I can leave it empty. It will be in euro, my company currency. Then you have to tell him the date format. Okay, you have several possible date format. Okay, the months can be with digit, or it can be written as a full word or as an abbreviated word, etc. So you have to select the proper format. Here we can see that it's day, month, and year on 2 digits. So I will select day, month, here, sorry, this one, day, month, year. And the date separator is a slash, but for example, it can be, it's a space when it's written the months as a full word, it would be space and stuff like that. Then you have to tell him about the decimal separator. In this invoice, as you can see, the comma. So I can select here comma as decimal separator, but in fact, comma is the default decimal separator in French. That's how the French language is configured in Odoo, as comma as decimal separator. So I can leave it empty. He will use the decimal separator of the language of this partner. Same for the thousand separator. It can be, sometimes there's none, it can be space, dot, comma. In French it's space, but here it's, well, there's no amounts above 1,000 euros, so it's not a big deal. Then you have to tell him about the invoice number format. Let's see, here my invoice, this is my invoice number. As you can see, it starts with moon, okay, which is obviously a prefix, it's the name of the company. Then 21, that's in fact the year. And then you have a number which is 6 digits long, okay? So let's configure that here. So I will say fixed part, okay? Then year on 2 digits. Then I have 6 digits, so the minimum size is 6. And what is the maximum? I could say, oh yeah, maybe at the end of the year they will have issued a lot of invoice. Maybe this number will be 7 digits. So let's say it's between 6 and 7. Okay, minimum and maximum occurrence. Then I have to tell him the list of fields I want to extract from that PDF. I have a shortcut button here to generate the kind of minimum set of fields with the default configuration. So total with tax, total untaxed. You have also tax amount. So you need at least two of those three fields if you have a company which is subject to VAT. If it's not the case, only the total amount is okay. The invoice number, the invoice date. I want also the due date. For each field, you want to tell him about the extraction rule. It could be the first occurrence, the last occurrence, specific position from start, specific position from end, min, max, specific position from min, specific position from max. Let's say my due date, specific position from start, second, yeah, for example. I want also the start date and date. So here I put some default values, and then I'll show you. Okay. So now I wanted to show you at the bottom of that tab, you have a special test sections. That's how we'll test the rules we have configured. So I select my WinCard invoice. I click on Run Test. So now I have two things. I have the result of my test with the errors that appear in red. Okay. And here I have the raw text extraction. So that's the raw text of my PDF. Something interesting to see here on this invoice is that, look, here when I select the text from my invoice from top to bottom, as you can see, it will start here, Moon Group, etc. But this square at the top right, sometimes here you see it hasn't been selected. Sometimes the order of the raw text extraction is not exactly the same as what you would imagine when you look at the invoice. So here, this block with date, due date, etc., invoice number, when we look at the raw text extraction, we would expect to have it at the top, but in fact, it's at the end. It's here. Okay, so sometimes you have some surprise, and we'll see. Okay, let's look at the test results. First part, searching partner. He tells me successful match on the VAT number. Remember, we didn't set any keywords, so it was using by default the VAT number. He found it in the raw text extraction. Here, for the searching partner, for partner matching, he will use a raw text extraction without spaces, after removing spaces. So result, current partner find, so that's great. Then amount setup, decimal separator. So here I left these fields empty, so he used the one of the language. Decimal separator, it's comma in French, and thousand separator, it's a space. Okay, good. Then total amount. Extract rule max. Regular expressions, that's a bit technical, you can skip this information. The raw list, so that's all the numbers he managed to extract from the invoice. For the number of decimal after for the decimal part, he used the configuration of the currency. Okay, so the invoice currency that you configured here, or if it's empty, the company currency. So that's the result of the raw extraction for the digits. So then he filtered on the valid amounts here, and as I asked for maximum, that's the same list but the amounts are sorted, and I told him max, so he used the maximum amount, but in fact it's not my total amount. My total amount is 12. So using the max was not, in this case, not the best choice. So when you have a look at it, it would be better to tell him it's the last amount in my invoice, because it's at the end. So instead of max, I will change that and put last. Max is often a good rule for total amount, but not in this case here. So I run the test again, and I see that now for the total amount the result is fine. For the untaxed amount, let's see how we should tell him. Here we have the total amount, we have VAT total, and so it's the starting from the end, it's a third position. So let's tell him that it's the third specific position from the end in third position. Let me run the test again, and yeah, good. The amount of tax, 10 euros. That's it, 10 euros. Perfect. Let's continue. Invoice number. So he built a special expression from this configuration, and he only found it once in the document. So the raw list only has one. That's my invoice number. So the extract rule was first, and he found it, no problem. The invoice date now. Remember, the invoice date, we thought it would be at the top, but in fact, the raw text extraction put the invoice date at the bottom. So I will tell him that it's the second position starting from the end. So let's modify that. So the invoice date is specific position from the end 2, and the due date was the last one. The last. Okay, run test. So here we have the good invoice date and the due date. Let me show you also the description of the analysis. Here remind me about the date format. On some invoices you may have, I've seen that already. For example, the format of the date is not the same as the format of the due date. In this case, you can put a specific format, specific date format for the due date, for example. That's possible. It's not the case here, but if you have some dates which are not the same format as the global configuration here, you can set it on the line. Then we have the start date. So that was the date format. Raw list, that's the list of the dates he extracted. Then he filtered on the valid dates. You may have some in the raw list, some dates that are not valid. So that's the valid dates he found in the document. And when your rule is min, max, etc., then he will also show you the sorted list from smaller to higher date. So the start date is the first date and the end date is the second one. So we will configure that. Start date is the first and end date is specific position, second position. Run test. So yeah, that's all the dates are okay now in my document. Something I wanted to show you is that, so here we've set the rules and we apply them on the whole raw text extraction. But in some cases, you may want the rule to apply only on the subset of the text extraction. And you would tell him, for example, let's imagine for the, let's say, for example, for the total untaxed, we have configured it saying specifying position from head third position. Instead, I will tell him to analyze after this string total HT without tax in French and to read the number after that. So let's see. So I will tell him a start string, okay, total HT. Let's leave the end string on this. So he will just analyze the text after that string. And then, as it will be the first after I put it back to first, run the test. So he tells me that the untaxed amount, it has a start string, it has made a successful cut using the total HT string. So the row list is smaller, of course. As you can see here, it's only half, only the end of it, okay? That's a row list. And we tell him to extract the first one, so 10 euros, that's perfect. So that's quite useful to be able to cut on a start string or an end string or both to analyze in between two strings. So, well, we are ready, the configuration is ready. Now we can import the invoice. Let's play. Go to that menu, vendor, import vendor bills. You drop the invoice in the system, okay, import, and here we are. He has created a vendor bill in draft, okay. We have the proper date, the proper due date. We have the label that we've set, the expense account we have configured in advance. On the invoice import configuration, we have the start date, the end date. We have the total without tax, 10 euros, 12 for the total amount. He has put the PDF as attachment. Well, he has put the invoice number. Perfect. Confirm. That's it. And then I can import a second one. There's also a shortcut here on the purchase journal. Okay, second one from that supplier. Okay, import. So yeah, perfect. Right. That's the invoice of June. In fact, it's the same amount. Okay, you see start date in June, end date in June. Perfect. The invoice number is not the same. Yeah, confirm. So you can import your vendor bills, your simple PDF invoices. That way it's pretty easy to configure. No need to be a developer. The configuration is not very difficult, and so you have no excuse not to use that module, right? Well, I hope you will like it. It's available in this pull request here on GitHub for version 14. I will soon backport it to version 12. Please give me some feedback about your experience with that module. Thank you. Bye bye.